Ah, silly me. Looks like I had the microphone muted. So sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I'm gonna say thank you all for tuning in as we are seeing EPG versus Rave here. Quite the interesting matchup, if you will. Saw Rave picking up the very first pistol around here. EPG now going for a bit of a force spy, if you will. As individuals like Hooch, Zoma, Kree, they've actually bought up armor. Yet Kinder, I'm pretty sure the reason why he's got the deagle, because he's maybe gonna consider buying a sniper rifle maybe later on. That'd be quite interesting to see. And of course, you also have Alien with the scout. I'm quite surprised that even in a round like this, Rave has given so much freedom for a team like EPG right now. And Hiski's actually gonna get softened up a bit from the scout shot, and that's like what I'm saying. This is so interesting. If you take a look at the map real quick, the Rave are playing very passively on the sides, you know. Okay, Cracker looks like he's gonna spot out Hooch and also get the frag. That's actually not that bad of a frag to be getting. Oh, this is good. This is very good here for Rave. Looks like the defense is going to be quite solid enough to get the frags. Hiski with a scout pulls it out, but there's yet Kinder. Could actually kill Hiski. There we go. Kills the Predator and that will be a 2-0 lead here for Rave. Rave now with the 2-0 lead. Looking quite good. I'm quite surprised to see that the setup actually works out relatively well there for Rave. The fact that they're playing so passively in the sites, if it actually comes down to all of the EPG players attacking, say, the A side relatively quickly, and if Rave would not have the opportunity to actually react, that could have been the round there for EPG. That would work out quite good, but so far, so good for them on the CT side. Whoa, what's happening here towards Connector? Looks like Hiski's gonna drop. 2 to Glocks. Hooch though, yeah, I mean, okay, looks like Hooch is still gonna kill Corrector in that scenario, oddly enough. Okay. That was actually quite cool. The fact that Hooch, you know, he runs out with his M4 instead of reloading it. He actually tries to drop out the M4 over the wall so that the player will not be able to pick it up. That was actually very cool to see, but that was about it, you know. Some of those rounds were not so successful there for EPG. Arguably, I would regard them as a better team than Rave. But we must see, you know, we must see what EPG is capable of here on Overpass, because Nuke, they looked solid. They looked like a very solid team. Not sure how they're going to be able to perform here on a map like Overpass. This being the best of one format, this does mean that this was the last remaining map. Once teams just started beating on all the maps, Overpass remained, and so Julian is also remaining here towards long. He's not even backing away, he's still getting the shots in. Hooch kills Wyatt. Could actually, almost kills another player right there, but here comes in Yakinder. Actually gonna kill Body, and this is looking like a very good round here for EPG so far. A 2 versus 2 scenario, in which they definitely have the possibility of winning this one. Yakinder and Kree, the 2 Latvians up against Cracker and Hiski. Cracker doesn't have to go for this peak. He doesn't have to go for this peak. That's not a very good choice, Cracker. Probably would have been much better for him just to hide in water. Hide in water, maybe hide behind the barrels. Just try to play as passively as possible. Now you've given away the advantage, and it's just going to be a Latvian brawl healer. As it's Hiski up against Yakinder and Kree. I'm pretty sure if you're Hiski, the fact that you got a Molotov, not the best spot to be throwing it. Now, the fact that you had a Molotov, you still have an opportunity to isolate the angles. Like, for say, you throw the Molotov on the short, stick it to the fuse is a possibility. With that flash coming in, though, the peak should come in. Hiski now, he's pretty much stuck there. He has to go for the fight here. Or he's going to back away. He checks monster, he checks short, but now Kree is going to be able to win this one. There's so little time here for Hiski. Rave, I mean, they had a pretty good start, you know. They had a pretty good start with Killian. It is those 2 massive frags in long, but since then, you know, they crumbled. like crumbled completely over aggression towards some parts of the map, like short, for instance, B short. Mistakes were made, but surprisingly enough, RAVE, even though this is the first time they end up losing a round, I mean, their buy is looking quite horrid. You know, 2 M4s do come out, 5.7 of MP9. Of course, Julian is back in the up. I'd love to see him up yet again, especially if he's going to be able to hit the shots we saw previously. Like, those are some quite insane frags from him. Flicks left, right, and center. Yeah, and he's also gonna back away. That's actually quite smart cracker, though. That's a very good angle. And timing as well. Yeah, Kinder just wasn't looking towards Monster at that point in time. Kulin's got to be careful, right? If you're Kulin in that position towards toilets, it has to check 2 parts of toilets at the same time. He could really use the backup of his teammate. I think that's Hisky, interestingly enough. But now he's gonna check long, so this setup is not really working out here that well for RAVE. Or is it? Hisky's gonna drop one, and Zoma with Kree. I mean, this is pretty much impossible for them to win this one. Look at where the bomb is dropped. The bomb is at T-spawn. They're gonna have to recover it, and even if they do so, like, winning the round is gonna be so hard. Kree and Zoma solo on HP. Kree with 11, and Kulin already pulling up the ESP. It's in the taps, and that's a 4-1 lead for RAVE. Well now, RAVE. Yes, looks like Cracker's just gonna be sticking with that UMP of his, but EPG, you know, they're back on the 4th spot here. Understandably enough, if they do end up losing this round without even investing too much, they might just have the double lead yet again. So try and go for the 4th spot here, and giving your team a bit more of an opportunity to maybe, as they come out on top, is quite understandable. I do like the fact that RAVE, this time around, they tried to take that map control a bit earlier on, but the fact that they noticed that a push is happening, they back away. They're playing passively here. Hooch, though, spots up one, gets the 2nd frag as well. This is looking very good right now for EPG. All you gotta do now, plant the bomb. That, oh, grenade. Yeah, grenade comes in as well. Probably planting the bomb is not gonna be that easy, but the bomb has been recovered. Kree should be punching in the numbers right about now. And even though this is a 2 versus 3, EPG, they're not that bad of a spot right now. I do understand what Alien is trying to do right now. Is trying to get the engagement as soon as possible. And if they don't check something like Bank, his position can be key to win the round. Oh, double peek is going to come in. Swine spots out one. The MP9 not good enough to get both. And, of course, Julian, not going to be that easy for him. Guardian's going to kill one. Alien, there we go. That will be the round here for RAVE. A 5-1 lead is looking very solid. Very solid start here on Overpass. And even though EPG is able to plant the bomb, I'm pretty sure an eco from their side is a must. Fast plays happening here on the B site. Now looks like EPG have slowed down quite a bit. I was expecting the straight up rush, but now they actually have connected control. They have a bit more room to work with here. Zoma with the smoke in his hand. I mean, wonder where he's gonna try to deploy it. I was thinking to see just a straight up rush from them, from the EPG side, but they have slowed down. They have slowed down quite a bit. Not gonna be playing as aggressive as I might have thought. And again, like, it's quite interesting to see that RAVE is given so much respect for a team like EPG, even though they know they're not the best of buys here. They're playing quite passively on the sides, not even trying to contest anything so far. Hisky, he's in a bit more aggressive position, off angle if you will. He's gonna get caught out though. I mean, that's the problem of holding that angle in particular. You can get easily shut down if players are coming in from both sides at the same time. Rotation is here from RAVE, but I think it's a bit too late at this point because look at the pistols go. as now they're wrecking the opposition here. Zama through the smoke almost kills Bodian, but here comes in Bodian, spots out Kree as well, but I mean, he's so low on HP at this point. If you're Bodian, 25 points of health for you, and look at Kree go. That's the thing, he's not doing anything, he's just hiding, and that is good enough for him. Bodian, consider of maybe saving, but they're actually giving away the frags here. That is a bit problematic. Here EPG, there comes in Kree with the taps. And that is the problem for RAVE, right? We've been seeing them playing this very passive setup, and yeah, the setup now it falters completely because they have very little to no intel. Heskey gets caught out of position, and from that point onward, it's just RAVE falling apart. Sometimes, yeah, the passive hold can work out perfectly, but not always, arguably. Definitely not always. Yep, looks like RAVE are now going to be on the force by themselves. They have a sniper rifle in the hands of Killian. Like, their gun has been pretty valuable for them, but now Bodin, he could use the backup. Not quite sure why he decides to swing out wide, to be honest, but, well, now Swad comes in with the CZ. Both frags going in favor of Swad. This is looking very good for RAVE. Look at this, down to Hooch, and he's going to drop that as well. RAVE making it 62 right now. That is very good. That is very good indeed. Absolutely decimating the guys there from EPG. I'm not. I think it was his. I still don't really understand why the player right behind the pillar actually goes with the wide peek towards Monster. He should try to wide peek Monster once the players are a bit closer. I think that was the reasoning behind him going for the peek that early on, is that he thought they were already pushing on the side. That doesn't really work out, and so he drops dead. But the good thing is that the rest of his teammates, they're able to get those kills with the CZs, making it very doable for them to win the round. And RAVE, good job. That was a pretty good round to pick up, but right about now, that's actually Heskey, the first one being dropped. Oh, kitty. Oh, kitty. Shh. Come on. Gotta take a look at some Counter-Strike here. Whoop. Body in though. That's a pretty good frag to be getting, even though he did push up Monster. That part of the map is quite risky to be pushing it for a CT. Oh, that's nice. That's a very good angle to be holding if you're a Hooch right there. Haven't really been seeing it use that often in competitive play. That's actually a very good angle to be holding, but now Killian. This is the problem for Killian. He's pushed up here quite aggressively towards toilets. And that's the thing. He has to watch long as well as toilets at the same time. And there's no way in the world he's going to be able to survive this one. Creep spots him out, gets the tap in. And now RAVE is pretty much obvious. It's a beast. It's going to be an A-side hit. And Swad and Bodin, if they're quick enough, they might just be able to... Oh, they're not quick enough. Kree already spots out one of them. That's the problem right now if you're a team like RAVE. Bodian is actually going to win the fight with the MP9 of all weapons. Not sure how that happens, but if you're Swad and Bodian, you still got some time. Not the most amount of it, but there's still some time left here on the clock. If you're going to be quick enough, you might just be able to succeed running and gunning his body with the MP9. And that is it for him as Kree gets the angle. And they didn't look as convincing as I might have hoped for it to be. But yeah, that's a round win for EPG. I guess we could call it not a bad round. Arguably, that was a pretty good round there for EPG, able to get those entry frags as well. And that is, I think, where a problem's about to rise here for a team like RAVE at this point. Because I think he might, yeah, looks like he's going to be able to save the FAMAS, which is quite good enough, right? But there's another problem. RAVE, the first half is actually coming to the sort of mid part where, honestly, any team can come out on top right now because RAVE is just going to have to go for an eco. I'm pretty sure they're going to have to go for an eco because if they eco this one out again, they can just go for a buy the next round. So if they eco here, EPG, they're obviously going to be having a much better time at winning the round. Straight up push? Nah, they're not going to go towards the fountain push. They're going to be putting players towards connector, which is actually very nice. That's where the pistols and that FAMAS in Hiskey's hand can reign supreme. Killian is also in a peculiar position. Oh, but actually, yes, he's gonna spawn out SWAT. Are they gonna try to clear out connector though? I'm pretty sure EPG might try to do so, but they have to be very careful because Hiskey is still here. Whoa, I was kind of scared there. I was thinking Hiskey's got the angle, could actually kill his teammate, but Alien. Now, talk about a no-scope. That was a very nice shot to be hitting if you're Alien. He gets the frag, but, I mean, winning this round for RAVE is so difficult. Especially with Zoma. Okay, spawns out Bodian. Cracker and Hiskey. It's pretty much impossible to win the round from this point onward. If Hiskey would have been, say, on the B side, I would give him more of a chance to win it, but right now it's pretty much impossible. Cracker might just be actually to kill one of those T players. Yes, he's actually gonna kill Alien. That's an AWP in his hands, and what? Cracker? Not quite sure what they're doing right now, but okay, looks like I'm pretty sure Hiskey's gonna now to pick up the AWP in this scenario, but yeah, okay, he's gonna pick up the AWP, but really at this point, if you're RAVE, definitely try to save those weapons you got here, Cracker and Hiskey. The weapons are definitely gonna come in very useful in this upcoming round because even though they're gonna be able to make the investment, it's not gonna be looking like a very good buy, to be honest. So saving something like the AWP also important. Cracker's gonna kill 3, and yeah, the save is a successful one. Oh, Killian, he's gonna try to get the early engagement. I don't think, yeah, it doesn't really work out. He's already backing away towards toilets. That's the thing, though, you know, we haven't seen RAVE trying to go for these aggressive plays, but the problem is that it's pretty much these one-on-one engagements that they're not really working out as always. Killian is actually gonna get wrapped around through toilets, and RAVE, I mean, again, this is not looking like a very good round for them. Who's gonna come in from behind? He's gonna kill Swad. And pretty much the entire RAVE squad has been overwhelmed completely. Cracker and Bodian, they might just be alive for the time being, but I wouldn't take too long. There we go. Alien picks up Cracker, and Bodian, he's also gonna drop dead. And that setup, you know, I mean, that's not a bad setup, I guess we could call it, from the guys at RAVE. But on that A side, I mean, especially if you're a player like Killian, you're trying to get the engagement, you go up here towards you take the next possible spot to actually try to get an engagement going for your team. That is good and all, but you should definitely have not only one player trying to watch your behind from long, but you should also have someone helping out towards a shore or bathrooms, if you will. That setup would have been much better there for RAVE, I'd say. And Killian, even though we do get to see him actually try to get some great frags with the sniper rifle, but so far he hasn't been able to find that much success. Maybe the upcoming rounds that could be a possibility, but so far, you know, EPG, they're actually starting to run away with this half. They're shaping up to be the better team on overpass. That's what I'd say. Cracker! Okay. I was thinking he might just be able to line up the 1D, but Alien actually kills Cracker, but this is where problems arises. Now the rest of the guys are pushing Fountain, but yeah, maybe it's not that successful. Swat's gonna get an AK though. He's got an AK for his trouble, so it's not that bad, but yeah, this is pretty much the round at this point. This is pretty much the round. Killian with the UMP. Might even consider trying to get his teammates acquired AK-47, maybe. But honestly, money, it's not really, or saving guns at this point, it's not really that important for RAVE, as they're about to reach maximum lose money bonus, as we might take a look here at the scoreboard. Once maximum lose money bonus is going to be reached, that is where, yeah, they're going to be able to buy up all the AWPs they want in the world, but until then, Killian might try to get a better gun. I mean, he's still trying to maybe clear out the angles. Maybe he's expecting T players to be not far from him. Honestly, he's actually... Oh, he definitely heard the footsteps. He definitely heard the footsteps of Kreese. Gonna land. No, he's not. He might have landed the early shots in, but he doesn't get the kill eventually. That's a bit dissatisfying for Killian, but in the end, whatever. That round doesn't matter that much. This one, on the other hand, matters quite a bit. I'm pretty sure SWAT might even consider buying a sniper rifle on the B side. Still considering though. But it's gonna be the M4. Okay then. So one WP is back in the hands of Killian, and this time around, okay. Interestingly enough, they decided to leave Killian alone on the A side. Previously, the A side defense has been quite lackluster, but now look at this change of pace. EPG, they're running in hot here on the A side. On the B side, pardon me. Swire, they're still holding the angle. Swire's gonna get 2, in fact. 1 versus 2 here on the B side. As Swire, he's gonna be able to survive here long enough, and Killian's gonna come in. That could be enough. Swire's gonna kill 1, but now it's down to the 1 versus 1. Op versus op. Killian, he's got the angle, and he's got the kill as well. Okay, then. That was a very good read for a team like EPG. A good read. Actually, no, that was a better read, I'd say, for RAVE in that scenario. They actually stacked the B bomb site quite early on. They tried to go for a fast play towards short, trying to get that intel as soon as possible. I'm pretty sure the whole point was, if RAVE do end up pushing short and they don't see anyone there, at least one guy, maybe even 2, can rotate away from the B side back towards A. The problem is, though, that didn't happen, as that was a straight up push from EPG, not wasting any time. They go for the fast play. They're also trying to gather some intel towards A side. That is cool to see from RAVE, but the problem is Yakinder and the rest of the squad is actually going on the B side. That's good. Molotov being thrown out. That's going to flush out one player's out of position. That's button hitting the dirt. Bomb is going to get planted. And Cracker, you know, he's also been softened up. He's only on 15 points of health, but he's still got the Molotov. Some of that utility. Hiskey's flank is no more. And, okay, unnecessary fight to take from Alien. The problem for RAVE is they have to hurry up. They don't have the defuse kits. They must hurry up there. They must get on the side as soon as possible. And even though they have some of that utility, it's pretty much no more. Flashes will come in. They have to stick the bomb. There's no other way of going. Killian, though, trying to take the fights right behind the pillar. He's gonna drop dead. 8-7. And it looks like RAVE, that's a pretty good scoreline, I'd say. And especially looking at the fact the start that he had and what they were able to come out with on top. That's pretty good for them. Looks like team switch is upon us, as now the sides have been switched up. EPG now on the CD side. RAVE now still on that T side. And I don't know, you know, RAVE, they had a pretty good start there. Again, let's take a look at the scoreboard real quick. They had a pretty good start on the city side of Overpass, but EPG, arguably the better team, has actually been able to make some steady progress. Very nicely done from them. I will admit, though, I don't know how I should rate its Overpass as one of their stronger suits, but what is this setup? Is it just me, or they don't even have a player on the B side? It's just these guys pushing down here on a long gun fountain, if you will. Problem is, though, RAVE is as well making progress on this part of the map. Yakinder's going to have to back away at this point. It doesn't matter if he's holding that part. Hooch is going to get 2, in fact. That is still pretty good for the CD side, but arguably should be favoring the T's here. A lot of damage being dealt here by RAVE. And still, this position, and the position they're in right now, it's quite good for the T side. I'm pretty sure Zoma, the guy that's got the defuse kit, yeah, he's up here in heaven. If he's able to get at least one tap in somebody's head and make it a 3 versus 2, that is pretty good for a team like EPG. Not sure if it's going to be possible, though, as getting a shot there from heaven, it's quite difficult. RAVE, though, it does appear they want to hit this B side. I'm pretty sure Bonnie is going to try to throw the flash in, but once the flash pops, it's pretty much obvious if you're EPG. This is going to be the B bomb side hit. Flash coming in. Yakinder as well coming in with a rotate, and now Zama, can he hit the shots? No, in fact, he's the one that hits, gets hit by a headshot from the Glocks. But Yakinder is there. He's going to get a frag. That is still not that bad. Zama, oh, Elian, he's going to kill Hiskey, and now Bonnie in. Oh, actually, he runs up right in front of 2 guys. Brian's gonna kill 1, but he's not gonna kill Alien, though. Oh, okay. Alien was still thinking, wait, that's it? Wait, did I win the round? Yes, you did, Alien. Yes, you did win the round. The defuse is happening. And even though I said, you know, the Heaven guy, he's gonna have to get at least 1 frag, but that's the thing. He doesn't get a single frag. Is a player like Yakinder, the guy who rotated back from A, goes towards Graffiti, able to pop 1 head, and they are the ones who come out victorious. 2-round lead for EPG, and surprisingly enough, it's gonna be a force buy here from RAVE. We haven't seen this force buy. You know, I think it was used by Cloud9 in the major, where the team is gonna be having 2 AK-47s in most scenarios, going up against the CT side. This has actually been, I wouldn't say a common practice, but it was used in the early stages of Counter-Strike, like 2013. I'm pretty sure one round that comes to my mind is, if I recall correctly, it was a team like, what was it team? Ah, yes, it was ESC, the sort of older Virtus Pro lineup up against a team like ENCE on Dust 2. Also remember they used this buy back in something like 2013. It has lost its flavor, I'd say, in these past couple of years, but now it's starting to make back here in the Counter-Strike scene, which is interestingly enough. That is quite cool. And now these 2 AK-47s, right, being purchased. That's the thing here for RAVE. They're going to have to be the ones to get in there, getting nitty-gritty, try to get those frags as soon as possible. Flash coming in, Cream with the UMP. Actually doing quite a lot of damage, but is also going to be able to survive somehow. And now, RAVE, this is looking quite horrible from them. All of the players being gunned down. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. The timing was perfect for EPG, not to take anything away from them. But honestly, I would have loved to see the AKs being used in a better manner. Like, before they go for a straight-up push towards B, maybe try to get them somewhere towards A long, maybe even towards Fountain if possible. Possibly, if EPG, of course they're going to have the better guns, there's no other way of putting it, but they might have a UMP guy, maybe holding toilets or something. That's where the AK-47s could actually reign supreme, but apparently not now. And RAVE, back with the pistols here, can't expect too much, but EPG though, in comparison to RAVE, what they've been doing on their CD side, playing very passively the sides, EPG try to show up that, oh, okay, we're around here, we're somewhere close by here towards toilets, and now they back away. This does mean that RAVE can't really secure the map control as quickly, as they have to be very careful about checking every single angle. And that's, of course, going to cost extra time here for RAVE. The nade. That's actually a pretty good nade. I'm pretty sure Hooch might have seen Cracker make his way towards sandbags. That was the second nade being thrown out. They throw out one nade, and then the second one comes in as well. But now RAVE, they're going to try to go to the push, but they're coming from long, and this is problematic for them. Look at the guns go. Again, EPG, they're going to win the round on the back of them having all 5 players surviving. That is good. That is very good if you're EPG. That's definitely going to help you in the money game. RAVE now back on the buy themselves. AK-47s do come out. No AWP has they did go with the force bar in that second round, so no AWP is able to be purchased. They're just gonna rock those AK-47s. Wondering if they're gonna go for a fast play. Maybe they're just gonna try to spread out here for a good old-fashioned default, and maybe then try to work with something. That seems to be the case right now. Oh, that was actually cool. Didn't really get to see it on from his point of view, but Crackers actually pushed up all the way from Monster. That was risky, obviously so, but if Crackers is able to get a kill in that scenario, that would be still very good for RAVE, you know. That could definitely force out a rotation, maybe even force out some of the guys here who have pushed up towards Connector Birthday to play a bit more passively. That would have been a very important frag, but so far he has to back away. And I'm pretty sure EPG are going to try to back away themselves. But that is the problem right now. They still have 2 guys in Connector. The scenario they're in right now, they have to get those frags, right? They can't really try to peek any T's, as they don't really want to give away their position just yet. But, oh, okay, they're actually going to be able to back away. That is nice. That is nice to see. Some people will just try to fight towards that part of the map till the end. And the fact that they're able to back away means that EPG, they're still very much in this round. But look at Kree! No, Kree! Okay, he's actually going to get the frag. I was maybe hoping Kree could actually go there a bit closer to his opponent. Bonnie comes in from behind. But now you have to look at this A-side defense. It's not looking too good here. As now RAVE, they're pushing. They're making progress. But with 20 seconds on the clock, you gotta have to clear out these angles here. Hooch is gonna kill one. Somehow RAVE, they're still haven't planted the bomb, and this is problematic for them. Even though Swats kills Zama, Yakinder from behind. And where is Bodian? If you do recall, Bodian was the guy that killed Creed the flanker. And Bodian just doesn't have a lot of time to make his way into the side. 12-7 is going to be the scoreline here. Looking quite good here for EPG. And the fact that Bodian sends up, yeah, he's gonna save up the AK-47. Honestly, if you're Bodian, that's still not that bad. You're gonna save the AK-47, say in a round like this, and you're still gonna get maximum boost money bonus, which means that you're gonna get 3,400 bucks in your pocket regardless. So saving the AK-47, it's not that bad, especially the fact that he can't kill anyone at that point in time because it's so far away from any CTs. Oh, and he's got to be careful too. Yes, he's gonna kill one. Yes, he's gonna kill the second guy, but that was a bit risky, I'd say, from his point of view. Yes, he's able to get those frags, but now if you're Alien, probably consider backing away, but he's actually going to continue on pushing here. Probably should consider helping out his teammate Yakinder, if Yakinder is going to stick there towards Connector. That is what I'd say. Alien, though, yeah, that's where the problems arise, don't they? Like, Alien, he's in a position where, oh, I'm getting so much map control, that is so good. Yes, but once he drops it, pretty much swings back in the favor of the T side, because now EPG, no idea where the players could be coming from. Yes, they could go back towards the A side. Yes, they could go towards B as well. Zama, though, yeah. He's got a pretty good angle there. I don't think SWAT and Co are going to check it. That is a bit problematic for them, I'd say. But honestly, yeah. Oh, they do check it, in fact. I wouldn't say it's that bad for a team like EPG to have one player playing a bit more aggressive, since you have the man advantage still. All you gotta wait now. Okay, now that was a bit of an overstep there from Hooch. Because right now, Yakinder doesn't really have to go for the fight. Yes, he's gonna kill SWAT, but The fact that we saw a player like Zoma play that aggressive, honestly, I don't blame him, right? If you have a player playing that aggressive in the latter stages of the round, where it's like 30 or so seconds left in the clock, if he dies, it's pretty much going to be obvious that the teams are going to be pushing that part of the map where the player died because they have so little map control and possibly time left on the clock. So if Zoma dies, at that point, I think that's Kree that's playing towards B short. All he's gotta do is just hide in sandbags, wait once the bomb gets planted, and then peek out. And then win around because of it. Body Endo! Okay, he might just be able to put his team in a winnable position because he got that early frag there. That is actually very cool. Very cool. Kree though. Overcommitment from Rave. I guess you could call it that. Oh, but this is problematic. Alien is here. You're actually gonna be able to kill him, but there's Swag from Connector. Swag's about to kill your Kinder. And yeah, the Connector setup crumbles completely. I'm not quite sure why they go for the engagement there towards Connector, because they should realize one very simple fact. Rave, they've got B short control. Uh-oh. Oh no, this is bad. This is bad here for EPG as wide. I think it might have actually... yeah, all he did there was just make noise. He made noise with the A site, and they're probably thinking, oh, this is probably going to be an A bomb site hit. They go up with a straight instant rotate. Swide is already there, able to cut off rotations, and... yeah, that works out quite well. Works out quite well for Rave. EPG though, yeah, they're gonna contest connecting. Maybe not as early on as you might think. Cracker, finally! These early pushes from Monster that he has been doing, I think this is maybe the second or third time doing it, actually pays off. Finally, Hooch getting tagged down by his teammate. Never nice, but I guess he's still alive and kicking, which is good. Hooch though, gonna kill Cracker. A bit dissatisfying that even though Cracker makes the hero play, his teammate's not really able to accomplish anything on the back of it. Swire though might just be able to kill Kree, but some serious damage being dealt, which is still good for Rave. It may not be the round win, but this is still quite good for them. EPG, what are they gonna do right now? They actually... oh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this from EPG. They're not gonna sit like solid on the A side. They're not gonna wait for the teammates to come to them. It's kind of, they're doing it in a way, but they also have players coming in from behind. I'm pretty sure that's Creek that is doing the long flank. That's gonna be the long rotate. Body may not expect it, but there's one player from behind. Swai is gonna kill the A side defender, and yeah, even though Kree is coming in with the flank, it's a bit too late. If he would have been a bit more quicker, maybe, just maybe, EPG in a position to win the round, but not anymore. Definitely not anymore. I think Kree might just be able to find the defuse kit, but yeah, Julian with the AWP. That's a round here for Rave. As far as the scoreline is concerned, it's still pretty good. It's still looking pretty good here for a team like EPG, right? 13-9. Possibly it's gonna be 13-10, which isn't that bad. But all things considering, Rave gonna be getting double digits at this point. 10-13 is looking inevitable. Because Rave, look at the superior by Julian not firing off a single shot. Finally does so, but here coming, yeah, the backdown players. They gotta just sweep in here, cleaning up house. They're gonna do so in quite the stylistic fashion without losing a single player. Nice, that's nice to see. I wonder what is EPG gonna come up here on the city side, because I think one of the weaker points of them has been connector. Either they try to take, for instance, connector control while it's also trying to take short control at the same time, or they should probably abandon that part of the map completely, to be honest. Because so far, holding off connector has been quite the downside, let's say, for this team. Oh, they're gonna try to push Fountain. That's, I guess, not that bad, but they're putting a lot of emphasis on the part of the map that on which the push is not gonna be happening, because now Hooch somehow is gonna have to hold this one off. He might just be able to kill Cracker. That's good for Hooch. Doesn't overcommit. Killian, I'm pretty sure he's hearing a lot of footsteps there, especially. Oh, wait. Showing off his frustration right there. Kinder though gets the angle. Gotta kill Hisky. Okay, now the Fountain push works out. It's just that Yakinder is now stuck in this horrible spot. He's actually gonna go for the 180 and kill Swyatt. Maybe, just maybe, EPG not out of the round just yet. I do kind of like Hooch's positioning towards Monster. Not always people are gonna be checking it, but now he's gonna try to back. They're gonna try to play this one smart. That is also good. 50 seconds on the clock. Rave, they're gonna commit on the B side. This is where problems about to rise. Players, not only are they coming in from short, Monster coming in with the flank. There's also a guy up in heaven. I don't know how Rave is gonna be able to hold this one out. Bomb plant does come in, which is nice. I don't know if they're gonna be able to get more. I think Hooch spots out the guy on the side. Alien's about to kill the player. Somehow he's still alive there. Killian finally is gonna drop dead. That will be the round for EPG. I was quite skeptical. I must admit, I was quite skeptical of EPG. Right? You know, they do end up abandoning connector completely, which is nice. But they really showed very little to no presence towards B short. And if that would have been a push from Rave straight up on the B side, it could have been successful, because in that point in time, when the B side defender falls, it's only one guy on the B side and I think it was 3 players towards B short. They could have overwhelmed Hooch easily. But don't make the call. They continue on holding off passively. And the guys that were pushed off Fountain, finally, their time comes to shine. As the Kinder's holding Fountain, and 2 guys, unsuspecting T's, dropping dead. Yakinder though, he's gonna be getting the first frag here. Hisky though, very nicely done by him. Actually gonna kill Zama as well. This is looking quite bad. Quite bad here for EPG. A bit of an overcommitment from some of the CTs there, as Yakinder could have and probably should have killed Hisky there, but yeah, not today apparently. I do wonder. I want to take a look at the Latvians. Oh, I was thinking, I was expecting Hisky to have more frags than it does right now, but okay. He's getting some of the crucial frags, we cannot deny it. Hooch though, he might just be able to get the angle here. Something tells me Hooch might, if he gets the timing right, he can still put his team in a winnable scenario. It's just that Kree is going to have to do a massive hold on the site. Oh no, did he actually hear him? I don't think Hisky might have heard him, but I think he did get the game sense that there could be a flank happening, but oh, I think, yes, I can understand what happened. Why did he decide to actually go towards toilets right there? Is because once Rave was entering the A side, they didn't see a single defender. So they're probably thinking, well, there's probably a flank happening somewhere on the path. And yeah, there was a flank, and there was still a guy on the A side, which also ends up dropping. Not bad there for Rave, 11-4. And the way things are going, something tells me we could actually see 12-14. Hooch, you gotta be careful, I think. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Miscommunication from the side of EPG. There's no other way of putting it, because Hooch forces up. He's only got 150 bucks. His teammates, though, are rocking the P to 50s. Interestingly enough, a miscommunication on the side of EPG. That could come back to bite them, especially as the second half. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, it's coming to a close here. I'm gonna try to minimize mistakes as much as possible. I mean, that's actually a pretty good spot to be holding from. Myself, in particular, really that really gives you an opportunity, especially with an M4, to get at least one frag from that spot in particular. But you have to look towards the monster. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure Alien, what he was thinking, that, oh, if they don't check him, I might just be able to get a knife in. That is true. That is a possibility, but yeah, he ends up dying right there. Hooch probably will save up the CZ and armor. And he's actually getting an AK-47 for his trouble, so now it's not looking as bad. Now, if you're Hooch, save it. Definitely save the AK-47, because then your team is probably still going to go for the investment. That's what I'm thinking. Probably they will. Check out the money real quick. Yes, the only player that's probably going to be lacking in the money department is Zoma. He's probably just going to go for the straight up FAMAS buy, but Elliot and Kree, if they do wish so, they can also purchase up the M4s, but the way EPG is buying up in a round like this, I'm pretty sure they're going to take the safer approach. That is nice to see. Some teams might actually crumble underneath the pressure and just go for a straight up force buy here. But they're going to try to play this one safe. They're going to try to get as much money as possible in the upcoming rounds so that their buy will be looking as solid. The best possible way it could be. Body and dough, look at the speed. Look at the speed Rave is pushing on the side. This is looking quite good from their point of view. It's just that Hooch is not really nowhere near the action just yet. Now he's rotating in. Not sure if he's able to do much though. What is going on there? Why did he drop the bomb there? What is Cracker doing? I'm pretty sure Cracker's thinking that, oh, okay, I'm just gonna drop the bomb inside someone. The guy that's coming in from behind me planted the bomb already. I'm just gonna try to kill someone in long, but I mean, yeah, I think that's something that happened in the Cloud9. Not quite sure what team. Matchup. I think it was in either I Am Krivitsa or the Star Series land, where I think it was 5 or so seconds left on the clock. Skadoo is the first man in. He drops the bomb because he still wants to clear out some of the angles on the B side on Inferno. He tries to clear out some of the angles on the B side, but the fact that he drops the bomb means that his teammates have to recover, wasting precious time, and they end up losing the round because of it. This didn't happen for a team like RAVE though, but it could have been a possibility. But now, RAVE, they're actually making a lot of progress here. Fast progress on the side. Body and dough is about to kill Alien. And now the A-side defense is going to have to hold here. There's no other way of putting it. Is the flank. Yeah, the flank is happening as well. RAVE, though, they have slowed down quite a bit. Killian, though, watch connector. And even he's going to back away. So there's no possibility for a team like EPG to have a pretty good ult here. Kree's gonna drop one. He's also gonna drop Swat as well. Swat's gonna burn Zama somehow. And now if you're RAVE, you have to reconsider. Do we really want to continue on pushing on the side? If the answer is yes, then you must do so, because Hooch has sneaked out from connector. He is in a perfect position right now. If there's someone who might just be able to be in a position to win the round, it's not only Kree, but it's also Hooch, and a bit of a commitment you could say from Kree, but now Hooch is going to kill Killian, and now Bodian is 4 HP versus 100. So Bodian's going to have to be quite lucky, I'd say, in this scenario. Hooch, though, he might just get the angle right. Is he gonna check it? I do believe so. A bit of a whiff, but it doesn't matter. 15 to 13. RAVE is bankrupt? No. Pardon me. I was thinking maybe RAVE doesn't have a lot of money, but pardon me, they have loads of money. Money's not an issue for the RAVE side. It's just that. Oh, okay, cool. A pause does come out. I'm pretty sure RAVE is the one who called that pause. I think if you're RAVE, you wanna try to maximize your options at winning this round as soon as possible, because if you win this round, you could actually win the consecutive round after that as well, because EPG, they're simply not going to be having a lot of money, so this game is pretty much riding on this round alone. all right now. The investment has happened. Both teams putting in pretty much everything they got in a round like this. Alien is back on the op. I'm pretty sure he's gonna try to challenge a Fountain, presumably. He's been quite successful in doing so. I don't think he's got the best spawn to do so right about now, but I think he's gonna do it regardless. Oh, actually, no, he's not. He's already backing away. He had a player in connector. He also should consider about backing away. I'm not quite sure who is it. Maybe it's, I think it's Kinder, in fact. Of all people stuck there in connector. Yeah, he's gonna back away. This is looking quite good here for EPG. So far, so good. I mean, some measly amount of damage being exchanged from both sides, but nothing too serious, I'd say. Flash, though, is the good one. It's not, in fact. They have to be very careful here. Another flash coming in there. Kree with the frag. There's two more guys there towards short. And Yakinder is actually considering going back towards connector. Still, quite a risky spot to be in if you're Yakinder. And quite a risky spot overall for EPG right now. Killian, though. Oh no, he's actually going to kill Alien right there. And this does mean that RAVE, they've already killed, what, 3 defenders on the B side? It is obvious. You killed 3 guys on the B side. There's probably one more, and that is, of course, Hooch. They probably could just consider just going towards the B side, I'd say. Nothing fancy to it. Positioning himself close towards connector, trying to hear out the footsteps is Hooch. He's not hearing anything else of yet. Kinder is a bit too far away from the action. And once the smokes do rain in, it is obvious Hooch is going to have to come up quite huge here, I'd say, for the team. Might just get an angle here. Actually spots out one of the players, gets the frag. That is good for Hooch. And Yakinder is going to have to be quick. He is relatively quick enough. I'm pretty sure for the team. Oh no, they actually spot him out. Swaz going to kill Yakinder. And now Hooch left in a difficult 1 versus 2. You should realize the fact that the players have repositioned themselves. And this setup is just going to be too good. Swaz is going to kill Hooch. And RAVE, they can already consider celebrating because 40 to 15. EPG, they barely have any money left. So they're probably just going to have to go for a buy here. Yeah, I mean, it's the obvious choice. I mean, it's the last round of the half. And possibly even the last round of the game. So go for the force buy. Force up whatever you can. It may not be looking that good as you might hope it to be. But it's still something. Not sure how EPG is going to be able to pull out a round like this out of the hat. It's going to be quite difficult for them. I think a bit of luck is going to have to be involved for them to win a round like this. Oh, if my eyes aren't deceiving me. Yeah, there's 2 guys towards connector from the EPG side. They're not going to be pushing out aggressively as one might think. They are still holding connector. And that does mean one player is, well, yeah, one player from the CD side can get very much easily isolated. That's a Kinder in connector. Flash does come in. Who's going to clear out B short? He's going to notice that nobody's here and probably going to consider about rotating back towards the A side, at least one of the players. But Yakinder, his position could actually be key in this round. Again, it's really going to come down to timing if RAVE is going to be expecting a flank that quick enough. The problem is, though, EPG, they probably think that they're getting the right intel here. It's just that it's not. They have long completely open, and that is where a team like EPG is about to actually make their way back on the A side. This is looking quite good here for EPG. Now they have 2 players on the A side. 30 seconds left of the clock. Yakinder is actually going to get the timing right. Oh no, the nade's going to finish him, but Alien comes in with the frag. Hiski and Kona making progress on the sides. Hooch, though, could get the crucial frag. Yes, he does. He kills one player. That's the bomb being dropped. Bodian might just be able to kill Hooch, but right now, all of this on the shoulders of Alien. Spots out one guy, gets the frag, and now 1 versus 1. Killian versus Alien, and Killian's going to win it. That's good. That's pretty good. 15 to 15. Overtime is upon us, and not quite sure who I would consider to be the better team at this point. It's looking quite the even matchup, I'd say. Well, overtime rules are pretty basic. First team to win 4 rounds in a row. Whoa, the 4 rounds is going to be good enough to claim victorious in this best of 1. That was some sick movement there from Kree, I will admit. But now Rave, they're just going to push on the side. And so far, so good for EPG. They're able to kill 2. The bomb being dropped there on the B side means that Rave gotta focus. You know, they gotta focus right now. How on earth are they going to recover that bomb? Because so far, EPG... yeah, they're looking like the team that's probably going to come out on top right now. They're looking like the team that's about to come out on top. Surprisingly enough, though, sometimes you're going to be seeing a flank coming in from the T side whenever the bomb is dropped somewhere on the side, on just not in a very good position. Sometimes the flanks do happen, but it doesn't look like Rave is even considering it. Maybe right about now, but the fact that it's only 40 seconds on the clock, you're gonna have to hurry up quite a bit. Yakinder, though, yes, the head has been spotted out. That's a bit problematic. That's one player out of the equation. They still have some utility remaining here at Rave. So if they do wish so, they can still smoke off, Molotov out some of the crucial parts here on the B side. Yes, they do so. Kree burning in the flames. This is looking quite good here, EPG. 15 seconds on the clock. That is still enough to plant the bomb. It should be recovered anytime soon. Swag's gonna also kill Kree. 8 seconds on the clock. Alien, though, not the best position to be in, but Julian? What are they doing? They're actually gonna kill Alien in the end, but yeah, that was quite risky. Not quite sure why he didn't just commit the bomb plant right there. That could have been the round for EPG. Yikes. Mm-hmm. 16-15. Like I said, in one half, it's going to be played 3 rounds, regardless of the side. And the first team to get 4 rounds is going to claim victorious here on overtime, on overpass, and in this best of 1. Alien, though, he's back on the sniper rifle. I must admit, hasn't been finding too much success. Maybe in a round like this he might, but Yakinder is gonna drop that. Surprisingly enough, though, Yakinder has been the sort of has been this sort of die-hard entry fragger on the city side. Pretty much, he's the only guy that ends up playing these sort of very aggressive positions, and it can make or break an entry fragger. He might just be able to absolutely help you out in winning the round completely, or might be the reason behind you losing the round. Well, that's a bit satisfying for Zoma. The reason he takes those frags, he's pretty much out of position. He's running and gunning with the M4. Oh, pardon me. Not the smartest of options. Hooch now. Honestly, if you're Rave, you know where the last guy is, right? Why even consider going towards B? You still have enough time to rotate back towards the A site. Bonnie should even maybe consider going towards A, just straight up. But he's actually going to hold connector, and that is where Hooch is going to be coming from. Timing, yeah, Biden had his AK out, but yeah, 17-15, 1 more round remaining for EPG, but the problem is they barely have any money left so far. Yikes, has a bit dissatisfying EPG, and Rave, pretty sure they're gonna be able to maybe walk over their opponents here on overtime. A 3-0 lead is looking very possible right now because EPG, not a good buy at all. Well, gotta be careful if you're Kree trying to take the engagement, but Hooch is actually gonna win it. He's gonna kill Cricker. That is pretty good frag to be getting if you're Hooch. Rave, so far, they've lost 4 of their players. Can't say it's the biggest of losses here for Rave. They still have, obviously, a chance in a round like this. But EPG, you know, the first frag works out quite well. They do, yes, the setup towards toilets are there. They're able to spot out guys already making progress towards balloons, so they back away completely. And surprisingly enough, you know, Hooch, he's pretty much the only guy that's got this proper weapon in his hands. He was on the B side. Now he rotates back towards A, expecting a fast play, but no, Rave, they're still taking their sweet time. Oh, yep, they spot him out. Kuhn has been spotted with the up. Body and dough. Can he actually get the timing right? It was kind of right. It's just that the shot doesn't land on the head, which makes things a bit harder. Wait a minute. Is that your Kinder? No, that's not your Kinder. That's not Zoma. That's not. Oh, that's Alien, in fact. I have no idea how has he able to sneak past through the ranks here. But now look at his ski. Like, some of the positioning here from the Brave side is questionable. But Sim could be set for EPG. But oh no. This is horrifying. Bodian is gonna drop. That was the bomb carrier of all people. There is no way in the world Rave is gonna be winning this round. They simply don't have enough time. The positioning of a player like I think it was Alien was key. 17 to 16, but what a way to win. Well, now it's Rave now being on the CD side. I wouldn't really say that they are the better team on the CD side. I would say EPG players are relatively good on their CD side as well. It's just that at the very end, they pretty much just got money screwed and they weren't able to accomplish much, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. I will say this though, Killian, probably the better operator in this matchup so far against Alien, has been doing quite a lot of stuff. Like this aggressive stuff has been quite nice to see. Cracker though, the first man in. Quite a lot of flashes, utility deployed, and Yakinder again by his lonesome gets caught out and there's nothing he can do. That was actually quite cool. I will admit though, that was actually quite cool to see the Rave guys pushing up that aggressively. I'm pretty sure that was also their Molotov being thrown out towards sort of tunnel right there. Their Molotov, their flash. They even have free players. Free players actually go for the sort of push right there. Well now, Rave definitely in a position to win this one, and if they do, at the very least, they're gonna be able to secure overtime, which is a bonus in itself. Until it being deployed. Rave though, they actually quite interestingly enough, right? Rave, they still got a player up in A long. We haven't really seen Rave players to stay in that part of the map for that long, but look at this. The fact that there's a frag happening on the B side, this could call out a rotation. That rotation has been called out. Rave though, gonna have to hold this one off. Maybe not as much as one might think. Credo, yeah, that's the bomb being planted. 3 versus 4. And yep, finally SWAT has been spotted out. Now if you're a player like Cree, you have to be very careful about long. Very careful indeed, SWAT and Bodian. I don't know, this is not going to be an easy retake. Hooch is now coming in from behind. He's probably going to kill SWAT right there. There we go, comes in with the AK. Bodian right now. Not the easiest of clutches for him, but he knows where Hooch is coming from. He can actually isolate the duels right now. It's a 1 versus 1. Doable for Bodian. Not sure if he's going to be able to win this one as Creed's got... No! What just happened there? I'm not quite sure why Creed didn't commit to the full-on spray down there, but... Yes. Yes, he is able to come out on top at the very end, but... I have no idea what happened there. Maybe his mouse button got stuck or something. But sometimes that does happen for me. The mouse button gets stuck. Never satisfying. Well now, 17 to 17. This is not looking like anyone's game at this point. Any team can come out on top. It probably could be EPG. Like I said, arguably the stronger roster in this matchup. And even the Bets.net Challenger Series odds are even showing that a lot of people have betted on a team like EPG. But now look at this aggressive push, though. It's going to be punished by Yakinder as he gets 2 frags, and that is good enough. He has done his job, but now, okay, Hisky, that could have worked out for you, buddy, but probably not in this realm. Swire, though, yeah, now they know where Swire is at. It's pretty much obvious. Let the Swire stay on this A side. We're just going to go back towards B. Cree probably going to kill Swire as he's just going to go jumping around the corner. And it will mean that 18 to... yeah, that EPG has acquired 18. And so, with that 18th round on the board, they have, at the very least, secured overtime. And RAVE? Yeah, it's going to have to be an investment. Pretty much the same storyline we saw EPG face when they were still in regulation. Well now, RAVE, not going for any sort of wacky push as of yet. They have posted up some of the guys towards toilets, as you might see, to long as well. In rounds like these, I think if you're a team like EPG, you have to avoid something like Connector like the Plague. Because if there are players actually posted up there and you only have that one guy pushing up, that could be very risky. That could be a rifle being dropped, but it does work out there for EPG so far, one of the players. He is able to clear out Connector, notices that there's nobody here. This could make the call that, well, appears that RAVE are playing passively. And honestly, if they are, if you're just going to be having 5 players try to push on either of the sides, that could be good enough to win the round. It's just that the slope, yeah, it's going to be the slope play. Now they're making way into the side. RAVE, though. Kulian is still not a bad position. That's a good flash that does come out. Yakinder is about to kill Kulian. RAVE, though, they're falling like flies here. EPG, all they got to do now is just plant the bomb. Hisky and Swat. Such a difficult round to win. Pretty much impossible at this point. GG's being thrown out of the chat. And that is about it. Hisky, what can he do at this point? Could maybe get a frag here. Swat was doing the damage. Hisky now left 1 versus 5. Impossible to win in that scenario. 19 to 17. EPG do come out on top as the better team, but RAVE, they definitely gave a run for their money. Not bad at all. But that was about it for this matchup. The next matchup is going to be, I'm pretty sure it's going to be QB Fire up against Espada. But now Espada has actually changed their name to Hollywood, if I recall correctly. So that is going to be our very next matchup. Stay tuned for that, as we're going to be right back with some more Bets.net Challenger Series action here on Counter-Strike Global Offensive.